Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Vintage Craftsman Chat. Today we are doing a fun tutorial. Actually, let me show you the inspiration for our art. Whoops. Fun tutorial. I must be a little bit rusty. Let me turn that the sound down on my phone. So the inspiration for today's tutorial was this, I don't know if it's a seed box or what it is. Hopefully you can see it. This really cool box that I picked up from a local flea market, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And I've been cleaning out my crafting stash and just organizing all my craft supplies. And I thought this would be a really great container just to keep on my desk and keep stickers and little bits of ephemera in it. I have, little books where I can tear out pages. I have the Tim Holtz people here. I'm going to have to come up with something. I have a couple ideas to contain those. But so that was the inspiration. And I had all these loose stickers just laying around, little packets of stickers that were in cello packages. And I had them in bags like this, and it wasn't working for me. I was having to dig through the bags. I didn't really know what I had. And so I came up with this idea to make little envelopes that would fit into my box. And I'll show you kind of how they fit into the box here. And hopefully you can see. So yeah, so see, I made them the exact size to fit into this box. In fact, I'm always using little strips of plain paper. So if we have time today, I'll do this one too, but I made a tall one, as you can see. So yeah, I thought they fit perfectly in there and kind of fun. Let me get this out of the way. And if you're watching this in the replay or you're watching it live, we are going to make them out of these, junk mail envelopes that we get constantly. They're constantly coming in the mail. And look how cute this one is. This one came today. And I thought, oh, it's so cute. It's so tiny and petite. In fact, I think I'm going to use this one today. And then this is another one that came today in some Kaiser stuff. Look how big that envelope, the window part is. So, yeah, we're going to upcycle because I'm constantly throwing these in the trash. So this is fun. Let me see who we have in the chat. Hi, Amazing Amy's Art. Welcome. Good afternoon from Hudson Valley, New York. That's exciting. I'm in Southern California. So we're on different parts of the of the US. How exciting. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. And Angie's here. Good morning, Angie. Good morning. Good morning. And Kathy's here. Good morning, Kathy. Oh, good. I'm glad we have some friends here this morning. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn around. I'm going to change cameras here. So you have to bear with me a little bit. I'm going to try not to make you dizzy. And we'll do a little bit of a down cam here as more people are coming in. And I included let me get my laptop out of the way here. I included the supply list in the description of the video. So if you're watching this in the replay or you're watching it here live, you can look in the description and gather your supplies, supplies and tools. And the tools that we're using today, super simple and easy. I'll probably use a combination of glue stick and art glitter glue. I've been using, of course, the envelopes. Let's see, to cut. I may cut mine with a cutter, but again, this isn't necessary. You can use a ruler. You can use scissors. So a cutter is not necessary, but I find it kind of quick and easy. I'm not always straight with the scissors. Let's see, what else are we using today? We are using bits and scraps of vintage paper. Look at my bin here. I have this huge bin next to me, and I keep all kinds of scraps of things. In fact, I'm going to pull out and just kind of grabbed a pile here from the top. So different bits of just anything that's interesting. Map. I have a page from a recipe book here. Dictionary pages. I grabbed out some origami paper, and it's also great if you have any of that. I think these came from Temu, but I like to use, you can certainly use cardstock or thicker paper, but I find it's easier with thin paper, kind of thinner the better. So again, scraps. I always have this little bin that I keep next to me. We're probably going to use some distress ink. This color, vintage photo, that's kind of my go-to, my favorite. We may use some rubber stamps. I pulled some of those out. And then little bits and pieces to decorate the envelopes. So let me give you kind of a close-up. So there's one of the envelopes, and I like to come in and, you know, maybe we'll use some washi tape, some stamps, some little fussy cuts, and just go in and give them more character. In fact, I'll show you a close-up of all of them. So here's one. And the other fun thing I like to do is whatever sticker I'm storing in, obviously I may run out of them at some point in time, but I've also come in and used one of the stickers on the outside. So that also, I can see them through the envelope, but it also reminds me of what's inside. And let me kind of empty out one here. And what's cool about these junk mail envelopes is the decorative paper that's on the inside of the envelope. So look how cute that is. And then here's the back of that one. Let's put these stickers back inside. And it's so easy to get these in and out. That's the other thing that I've been loving about these, having them next to me. And then here's another one. I use some flowers and some mushrooms. And look how cute this is. This is from my favorite sheet music book. I've been using and crafting out of it for years. And at some point, I'm going to have to find another copy of it. But they have the cutest little illustrations inside. So I think I pulled some of those out today. So that's the back of that one. And I think what I'm going to do is, I showed these stickers in my haul the other day. So I think this is what I'll use for the inspiration. The first one I make, let's see, maybe we'll do these kind of fall colored ones. So, and then I got these cool washi kind of Japanese type stickers there. So we'll use this one as our inspiration today. In fact, let me take them out so we can see them. So our little stickers here. All right. And these are cool to keep the, I'm going to throw this cello bag away, but these are always fun. I'm going to put this in my bin, but these are great to keep too, all the decorative papers that come with that. So maybe I'm going to throw that on the other side of my desk because I have a project that I'm working on with some recycled bits. And then these are just some fussy cuts that I pulled out, some printables, again, some of that thin paper. This is these came out of, where'd it go? One of these little booklets that you can get they're on Amazon, and I don't know, you know, all the sites have them. So, and these are great too because they're thin. So I pulled a couple of those out. We'll be using those. Hi, Leanne. I'm so happy you're here. Good morning. Good morning, Leanne. I'm wearing your earrings that I bought from you a couple years ago, the elephant earrings. I'm wearing them. You'll see them when I turn around later. And I think that's it. Ink, some washi tape. We'll be using some washi tape. And that's about it. But of course, you can improvise, right? You don't have to, just kind of use what you have. That's what I think. So let's use this little cute one here. I'm going to pull that one out because I love that. I love the double windows, and look how cute that is. It's can you see that? It's like little flowers. So I think that's really cute. And so what I did, because my box has certain dimensions and I have to stay within the dimension of the little sections, mine, I'm going to measure so that it doesn't exceed those dimensions. But if you don't have a specific box or a container that you're putting them in, you can just skip this step and leave it whole. But I'm going to make mine slightly smaller, and I'm just going to use one of these that I have here just for where's my pencil, just to make it easier on me. And I'm just going to put a little mark. In fact, I might go a little bit inside of that. So I'm going to make that my mark there. And on these, what I did was I think I'm going to leave a little bit of space though. So on these, if you can see, I actually cut it. Let's see. I think you can see. So I actually cut it. I didn't leave any paper at the top. I actually cut through that cellophane part of the envelope. But I think on this one, yeah, I guess I'll do it the same. Yeah, so I think I'm going to cut this. So I'll cut through this one, and then there'll probably be a little bit of paper. But it probably, if you leave a little paper at the top, a little bit more of the envelope, it'll actually secure it a bit better. So let's see here. I'm going to make mine about the same height. So I'm just going to do kind of a rough cut. Maybe I'll go a little bit above that. And you can certainly use a ruler and come through and make a straight line and do it that way. But I'm just going to use a cutter, this paper cutter, because I find that's probably going to be, I'll probably be a little bit more successful. So I'm just going to come in. And you can see that this one, so this part is exposed, the top of the cellophane, and on this side I left a little bit of the paper. Not necessary, but that's what works. And but we can make another one out of this side too. Hi, Cindy. Good morning. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Welcome. Let's see. Actually, I'll stick this in because it has that cool stamp on it. So I'll stick that over here in my bin. All right. So we have our top measured. And for me, I've decided, in fact, let me go down a little bit. Maybe I'll even come in a little bit more. Okay. Hopefully it's not going to do that in and out thing that my camera does. But I've decided that this is the width that I want mine. So I'm going to come in here because I like to leave this flap because I think that gives it a little bit more integrity. So I'm just coming in here and I simply folded on that line. So this is the width of my envelope and I'm simply folding on that line. Okay, and because we're going to keep this flap here, I guess we'll call it. And even though we want that extra, I don't want them to end up to be too bulky. So I'm going to come back in and I'm going to cut out this little section here. We'll be filling them with stickers and bits of ephemera. So I'm just going to cut out that flap. And again, we're covering this with paper, so it doesn't have to be too perfect. It's gonna get, okay, so I've come in and I've cut out that extra flap and it folds much better. So it's more of a flap fold. Fold that in a little bit. And you could use art glitter glue. You can use glue stick. I'm going to use glue stick. Let me get my little glue paper here. Oh, I love this. I love the blue paper. Even the inside of the envelope is great to use for collaging too. So you can get those envelopes, you can rip them open, you can save that little bit of paper. And there we go. We have our first little envelope here. Is the sun shining today, Kathy? Good. I'm glad the sun is shining. It is shining here too. It's been really windy. And the positive thing is the gardener has come and gone this morning. We have the owner has been doing our yard, the owner of the company, and the other person that was doing it, he used to come much earlier in the day. So when I pick this time Thursdays at 11 my time, it wasn't an issue. But then I noticed, yeah, the owner's been doing our yard the last month or so, and he's been coming later. So I'm like, oh no. But it's good. They did our yard. They did our neighbor across the street. So we'll have some quiet today. That's good. Okay, so we have our little envelope, and now we are going to start just collaging over the top. And let's see. Let me get something kind of interesting. I love this one right here. This map. I like the coloration in that. So let's use. Let me get these scissors. They're a little bit better. And I'm just going to make it a little bit more manageable, and then I'll figure out what I want to do with it here. And I think what I'll do is I'll use a ruler just to get my straight edges. I find that's pretty easy to do. So I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to get a fairly straight tear on there. And let's start putting our first piece down. Actually, that didn't give us a very, I'm actually going to come in and cut that. It didn't give us a very crisp line. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Okay. All right, so we got our first piece here. And what I'm doing is I'm butting up against that cello window. If you can see here on these examples, I tried to just do, I butted right up against that. Just kind of did a straight line. And I think I'm going to use glue stick for this too. It's been working pretty good. Let's see, I'm just going to do that one side, and I probably may end up wrapping it around. Let's see what we end up doing. Sometimes I wrap, sometimes I cut. It's all just preference. Let's see if we're going to like that. I think I will. I think I'm going to wrap that around. So I'm going to come in and just cut the excess off the top, and then let's wrap that. And that gives it some nice integrity too. Let me get my phone working. I have the dismissal. Oh, it's sunny but cold, Angie. I've been feeling the same way, Cindy. It's been so windy here, and yesterday I just felt off. I didn't like, I took a nap. I never take naps, and I was like, I think I need to lay down and take a nap. And my daughter said, oh, maybe she was saying, well, maybe it's allergies. So that could be, look at this paper. So this book, I'm going to show in a future haul, but I had some donations to take over to Savers, and I found, oh my gosh, I'm probably going to need to do like craft packs with it, but look at the graphics on this. And it's some kind of, like, I showed my husband last night, it's some kind of steel, kind of old book from the 50s with all these cool graphics in it. And the business he works in, they work with steel, so he kind of has fun looking through it. But I'll show that in another haul. Let's see. Let's maybe take a little chunk of this. And I don't like a lot of the blank pieces. I tend to like just the pieces that have the graphics. This is not a good, I treated myself. I just ordered a 2-pack of, let's get some other color in there first. A 2-pack of metal rulers so that I can do the tearing a little bit more. My OCD is going to come into play here. I'm going to look for something that's got a little bit more color to it. Yeah, here we go. A little bit more color. I don't like light next to light. I like to alternate a little bit. Lights and darks, and get a little bit more interest. Let's get some of this. And I've done both ways with my collaging. This is not working very well. Sometimes I'll do jagged rips. I find I have more success when I keep them a little bit more uniform. I found that I like that a little bit more. Let's see. And I think what I'm going to do on this, let's actually, are we going to like that? Yeah, I think with this one, because we need to fill in this little space down here, I'm actually going to, I'll fold that one up. Let's get a little bit more of a straight line, and we'll wrap that around. So let's do this side first. It is going to be upside down. The text will be upside down, but I don't mind that at all. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this side, and we'll line that up. And all of these envelopes have rounded. Yeah, in fact, I'm looking at all the other ones. They all have rounded edges, but I think it's easier just to square them off. I guess if you wanted to, you could, get your corner rounder and cut it, but this is supposed to be kind of a quick and easy and relaxing project. So I felt it was easier just to go in there. Let me see here. Okay, let's get something interesting for over here. Let's see, we already used map. Let's see, maybe, do we want to use that? Okay, look at how cool that is too. This was out of a camera book. Oh, do you, Cindy? Oh, isn't it great? And the one I'm looking at right now, it's like probably over 2 inches thick. So there's a lot. I think I'm probably going to have to share some. I can't even imagine I would ever use it up in my lifetime. So cool. The thrift gods have been very, very good to me lately. I have found such cool books. Oh my gosh. Really cool books. let's see, let's go up that high. And I had some things to drop off yesterday, and I said, I'm not going in. I usually take my donations to Savers, and I'm like, I don't need any more books, but yeah. Of course, maybe I might put that one upside down. Oh, I like that. Yeah, next thing I know, I'm going in. And I've been good though. I haven't been buying a lot of kind of like hard goods. I'm still working through inventory that I have. I still have a lot of my mom's things to list in my Etsy shop. So I have been good about that, but I have such a weakness for books and paper. It's terrible. I really don't need more. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to come in just so it doesn't get too bulky. I folded this one up, but I'm going to come in here and cut that. I don't want it to be too bulky. So I'm going to cut out that corner, and then we're going to, oh, and I like that. I like what that did there with the design. We're going to fold that up. How messy I am here. Very messy crafter. Okay, I like that. Now, I feel like we need something a little bit decorative because we're getting a lot of kind of brown colored text. Let's see what I have here. Let's see, maybe. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Oh, that's too brown. See, this is where I get picky. I get picky with the stuff. Oh, here, let's use, maybe we'll use a bit of this. This is some like vintage school book paper. Let's see. We will put a piece of that in there. Just so we get something that's a little lighter in color. I'm going to go up that way. Let's just cut that. We'll cut that. I think that's good. Do we want to wrap that? That's the question. Do we want to wrap it? Oh, see, I should wrap it so that we cover that. And I think I need a piece a little bit bigger. So let's do this. Let's take this piece that I was using for something else, and that's good. It has a little bit of a, let's see, do we want to come all the way up there? No, let's not go all the way up. We'll cut that. We'll glue it on this side so that we have our straight edge. Did you say you too, Kathy, with you like to alternate the colors? Yeah, I don't like to have a lot of, oh, now we're going to have to do something there. We have a little bit of hole, but that's okay. We'll deal with that. We might put a sticker or something over because we are going to cover with stickers. And stamps and all kinds of fun embellishment. That's when that comes in. Oh, books. Ugh. I mean, sometimes I'm like, okay, I have to go make donations just so I'm like, what do I have to donate just so I can go? Just so I can go. So I kind of like this. This is kind of cute. I think we'll put this here. This is one of those little kind of thin little, what do we call these? These little kind of Temu packs that you get. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I don't need any more books. I should show you when we flip around, remind me. I had this great little like cubby, not apothecary, but I had this great little cubby shelf, and I was wanting, I've kind of decided I was trying to keep our dining room. So I crafted in our living room, dining room area, and we're lucky enough that we do have, we have another dining table at the back of in our family room. But I'm fighting with myself. I've been wanting to keep it like a dining room because, you know, when people come, this is the room that people see when they, I'm looking at some, let's see, do we want some of these? This is kind of pretty. This doesn't go with these stickers though, does it? This purple. This is from that music book. Anyway, I was wanting to keep it, you know, when we have family over or friends, and so that I could, you know, clean it. Ooh, this is good. So that I could, clean it off quickly. And I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna go back to making the space work for me, and making it a craft space that works for me. Yeah, let's put this here. I like this. So I kind of gave in, but so yeah, long story short, I had this, I was looking for a bookshelf. Again, I was like, oh, do I want a bookshelf in our dining room? And then I remembered I had this really cool kind of cubby, like kind of piece of furniture. And so I put it behind me at this end of our dining room, and I'm enjoying it. I put a lot of my books in. I'm still styling it, but I've been very happy. That's really given me, it's cleaned out some things in my craft cabinet. And I think it looks cute. My husband approved. Kids said it looked good. And sometimes we just have to work with the space that we have. I like that. I should Google, maybe we'll put a piece of this on the front. I need to Google, or not Google, but look on eBay for this. I'll show it to you. I have it next to me. Art, yeah, it's so hard, Leah, isn't it? It's really hard. And this table is my dumping ground, right? If I go thrifting or, you know, any of that, all gets dumped on the table. So I am trying very hard to keep it clean. Part of organizing everything and organizing all my craft supplies is that even though I have my crafting stuff on it, I want to keep it not super cluttered. Like I just want the things out that I use, and I'm trying to make it look cute. I'm trying to make it look vintage and kind of decorative, but it's such a struggle. Of course, I don't know why I struggle, because my other handmade business that my husband and I ran for years, he obviously works outside the house, so he was part-time and I was full-time. And that business, we made all of our stuff on this dining room table and all our tools were out and our stamping tools and everything. So I don't really know what it's about that I'm fighting. I'm fighting that because clearly, and I never, like, you know, people just knew, our family and friends. I didn't ever clean, you know, maybe I neatened it up, but I didn't, you know, I didn't clear it off when people came over. So I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know what my hang up is. Let's see. I'm gonna do some dictionary pages, but I have a smaller piece here. Let's see what this is like. So I don't know what the struggle is, but it's a struggle. It's a struggle. I was watching, oh, I wish I could think. I actually was watching somebody's video on YouTube. It's gonna escape me. I can't think of what her YouTube channel was, but I think that's what inspired me. I was watching it, and okay, so let's wrap this around this other side. And yeah, she did a tour. So her craft space is in her family's dining room. I think it looked like maybe it was their family room. And she has a desk and, you know, shelves that kind of hold all her ephemera. And I don't know, I think I even left a comment on the video. It's like, okay, I'm giving it up. I'm gonna make this. And she had a comment that was so true, is making your space work for you. And, you know, people that are coming in, friends and family, that, you know, they're seeing that you're enjoying your space. You're making it work for the things that you love. And I don't know, that really inspired me. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. And I think we're all blessed. A lot of us here in the chat, a lot of people that craft vintage style or craft with vintage things. We all have super cute containers and you know, maybe even pieces of furniture. Like, we have things at our disposal that we can use to contain our hoard in a way that looks cute. Yes. See, Angie, you know what's great is you can, do I want to fold that down? I might fold that down. It's so great that you have a craft space. I mean, we have a 3-bedroom house. All our bedrooms are being used. Both of our kids, one's in high school and our daughter is going to college locally. So we are not empty nesters yet. So it's someday, but I will always say I would rather have my kids here versus having a craft room. So I am just making it work. And that's the nice thing about having a craft room, you know, a designated room. You can close the door. I mean, my space, it looks like a hurricane. Oops, did I glue my stuff? Oh, you know what I did? Look what I did. I shouldn't have folded that over. I I glued the top of the envelope. That's what I'm looking forward to someday, is to have that. I mean, that's really why I want a craft room, is to be able to have everything out and then just kind of close the door and, you know, come back to it later. I don't feel the pressure. Okay, so we're going to have something really thin there, but we may end up covering it. I use washi tape across the top, so we may end up covering it with the washi, but let's find a little something. In fact, I can just come in. I can actually use a strip of this. Let's do that. I think I'll just glue it and then cut that later. Make it a little bit taller so I have more to cut. What's the word I cut? Merlot. It's not quite happy hour time, but yeah, that's good. And then I'll just run that across that little section here. And we'll rip it right about there. Okay. I mean, that would be the ultimate, to have a craft space that could be, you know, my YouTube space, and be an everything space. I really like this. I really liked this one. Let's figure out how we can maybe use this. Oh, I was going to show you. Oh, this is the best. And I used to, years ago, with the hand stamped, I actually started out making soldered jewelry, and I would make kind of mixed media jewelry with postage stamps and letters and just all kinds of cool stuff, maps. And so I've had, I don't know, I paid $5 for it somewhere, but I have had this book forever because I would cut little words and the music notes themselves. But so it's called the Fred Waring Songbook. I don't even know what the copyright is. Do I even have the copy? Look at this. Originally $1.50. Well, somebody can look this up. It's MCM. I'm not good at my Roman numerals. MCM LXII. But look at how cute these illustrations are. Oh, it's adorable. There's patriotic, there's lots of Christmas music. Whoops, as you can see, I've really really gone through that. But look how cute. Look at that cute little couple. And the cowboy here. Is that 1962, Leanne? Okay, great. Isn't that cute? And I've never really used the, oh, look at that bunny. Well, let's get this bunny. Let's use the bunny somewhere. Let's see if we can use it on this one. Because that would look cute. So I haven't really used the illustrations. I've just used and it's that really good. You guys are gonna get sick of me saying that. I don't like slick paper, but the weight of it is really good. And I don't know, it's just the best. And I am always looking for like sheet music books when I go to the thrift, but I haven't found that one again. What did I do with the bunny? What did I do with the bunny? Oh, here's the bunny. Here's the bunny. Okay, so let's see. We were going to use this. Yeah, such a good book. I'm sure I can find it. I'm sure I can find it on eBay. Let's see here. I'm just going to kind of fold it. I think that's pretty good. This is like probably not the best way to measure all these things, but it works. It works. If I wasn't on live, I would probably, yeah, be being much slower. Definitely kind of a slow crafter. I always say that. I'm not sure why I decided to do live crafting tutorials because I'm very slow, but trying to be quicker here. Oh, how cute is that? I love that. Okay. That's super cute. How do I organize and store my books and paper? I should do a video on that. And actually, I've been working a lot on that. That was actually the inspiration for this whole project. And I'll show it again. I wasn't quite straight there, but I think that's okay. Let's see if I can straighten it out a little bit. That's still a work in progress of how I'm storing everything. But let me show you because I think you came in a little bit later. So this is one of the things, hopefully you can see it. I picked up this box at the flea market a bunch of years ago. And this is what I was talking about, having things out that are, if they could be real vintage, they could just have that vintage look, but are kind of decorative, I think. And I don't mind having them out, and just kind of keeps me organized. But yeah, so I had this little, and it's a mess. It's not kind of how I want it to be. But I made these little, let's see, let me move this over. That's how I came up with this. And I actually made these probably at least a month or two ago. I don't know where the other one went. But I made these little envelopes so that they fit in this one little section. So that's kind of how I came up with this project. But it's definitely a work in progress. I probably could do a whole could do a whole tour of my little area, but I'm lucky enough I have a like a closet like with bifold doors here in our dining room. I'm just going to kind of I'm going to clean this off a little bit. So all my crafting stuff, well, not all of it, but a lot of it's in there. But I am right now working on my book storage, and part of that too is paper storage. It's not like the best right now. So that's been a work in progress. I'm trying to organize my ephemera. I'm trying to organize my loose. I'm going to keep this one. I like that. And I'm just throwing all the stuff in my little, we got to put this bunny somewhere. I have this little, so like this is something that stays on my desk, is just this little vintage planter. So I use that for smaller scraps. And like one of the things, I don't know, we'll see how long we want to stay on today, but so I like to I use these all the time, the blank kind of strips that I pull off the end of book pages. And these are what I use to do like my word stamps on. And so I have those in that box too. So I figured I had cut this the other day and I'll decorate this. So this will be kind of a taller envelope. Because I find that the bags, like the zipper bags, this is what I have been using, but I have to dig around in here. You know, you're in here and you're like, well, what is in here? I don't know. It's not working the best. Yeah, I mean, I bought these and I actually bought some, a larger size of these too. Now those are, I have to say for some things, these bags work great. And I actually have them, I'll have to figure out how to do a little tour here, maybe someday. So the closet is to my left. And so I actually can line these up. One of my closet shelves, but I keep, what do I want to say? Like, I keep craft supplies that I use for like my 3D crafting, like my assemblage crafting. So it's great. Like one has florals in it. One has, you know, googly eyes. Not that I use googly eyes a lot, but you know, bells. One has like all my wood discs and pieces. So I find for that stuff, these are awesome. But I do need, one of the projects I need to do is I need to go in and put little tags, because I'm having to look through and kind of figure out what's in them. But I feel like for paper, these don't work as well for me. Or I'm pulling everything out and then, you know, it looks like the rest of my desk here. It looks like a big mess and then I can't find anything. Okay, let me just throw some of these little pieces away. And okay, let's put this bunny somewhere because it is adorable. I love this bunny. So yes, it's totally a work in progress. And I have a couple dressers here in the living room that we're using, you know, as like side piece furniture. One was a piece I had, one was a piece of my mom's. Actually, it was my grandparents' beautiful bird's eye maple, very tall dresser. And it kind of works here in the living room on the other side of the living room. And so that's where I keep like all my fabric and some other stuff, but that needs to have a big clean out. Okay, I think this one I'm going to ink up. I'm going to ink up the edges a little bit of the bunny. Let's see, what did Kathy say? Oh, I've seen people do that. Yeah, I started putting scraps into the plastic sleeves of a photo book. I've seen that too. And I think that works well because you can see it, right? If you spread them out. I've seen people do that. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. And you know what I'm so envious of? I don't know why. They must be really common. There's a channel that I love watching. I think I've mentioned before. I think the name of it is Seven. Is it Seven Plaza? She's Dutch, and she finds, oh, they're so good. They're, what do I want to say? They're for postage stamp books. So they're, and I've seen people make them too. So they're, you know, like a folio, like a book. And then they have little, in fact, let's see, does this one like it? Okay, so it's kind of like this. And this is actually, I should share this with you guys. This is my mom. So this was my great grandmother used to collect stamps, and apparently my mom did too. So is this the cutest thing? I will never craft with this, but it lives in this little bin that I'm making the folders for. But that's my mom's name and where she went to school. Oh no, it's her address. It's their old. Oh no, it must be the room because it says room 11. So I don't know. No, this is the address because they lived on Electric Avenue. Okay, and it says room 11, Inez School. But Margaret always finds these like postage stamp booklets. So this one's a little bit different, but they're kind of like scrapbooks, like you would put photos in, and then they have little like glassine or plastic what do you call it? Like a little short envelope. And then, but you can see through them. So see, you can do that. And I've seen people make them, and maybe she's even made them. But this, like that's good too, right? That's good. Isn't that cool? I love that. It's like a little piece of my mama here with me. But yeah, I've seen people use the albums, and that works good. Let's see. Let me catch up. Yeah, repurposed. Yeah, old photo albums with sleeves. Oh, now you can't find it. Yeah, that's me. I'm like, oh, this would be great to use for that, and then I can't find where I put it. The ones she used were like gallon Ziplocs, and she made tabs at the top. It was pretty impressive. Somebody I was watching the other day. I wish I could think of the name of her channel, and she did that where she made like a folio out of a placemat, like an old like 70s 80s padded placemat, and she folded folio, she made some kind of closure, and then she sewed Ziploc bags, like put them end to end, this isn't making sense, and then sewed down the middle so that you have all these layered bags with the zipper at the top. And that's genius too. What a great idea. I'm sorry, I was reading Kathy. I started scanning photos and separating them into giving them away to family members. This is the first book I emptied, only 6 more to go. Okay, so you used, one of the older books that you, and it's true because the covers are hard, so they can take that weight of the pictures and the ephemera. Isn't she cute, Leanne? She's so cute. Yes, she's one that like I'll put on. Where do we want to put that? I think that looks cute here on this side. I love listening to her like at night. I'll put her on. But then I always have to go back and watch if I fall asleep, but I will put her on. I find her, maybe you want that there. I'll put it up there. I find her voice so relaxing, and I love everything she makes. I love her style. Okay, so we're all covered. We've done all our collaging, and I think what I'll do, I think I'm going to do you don't have to do that first, but I think I'm going to put the washi. Let's put the washi cover, or like little tape thing. Let's see, what do we want to use? We will use, I'm such a turquoise girl. Maybe we'll use the green because it sort of contrasts with the turquoise. That's one thing about me. I always have a need to add turquoise. some kind of blue into everything I make. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here. I guess we don't need that anymore. Let's get rid of that. Hopefully we can see. And actually can see I'm not very straight here, am I? I'm probably going to mess it up by doing this. Yeah. See, I didn't straighten it up. Let's see. I feel like I'm very, that's a little bit better. Okay. We're not straight, but we're not going for perfection. This is like junk journal crafting. Okay, so I'm going to take this washi sticker and I'm going to just make it even here with that little. So I guess I'm actually ending up covering this up. So I guess I didn't need to put that there, but I feel like I don't like the way that looks with that little bit sticking out there. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to cover that. So I just laid it down and I'm going to cut it here. We're going to straighten it out. And we're going to straighten it out here. Let's get that off. Let's keep that little bit. Maybe we'll use that for something else. I didn't make that very straight there. And what I found worked the best is to come back and angle those ends. Let's call them ends. And see, I'm not very straight there, but I don't think, do we think that's going to show? I don't think it'll show. So what I was just talking about is I might have more hanging over this side versus what I had there, but I think we're going to be okay. And then I just come in and fold those edges over, and it really helps to angle those edges, because if they were straight, it would make it much more difficult to fold. So there we go. So we've fortified our top. And then we're going to go back and we're going to do the same on the back. This will be cute too. I think the colors are going to be cute with our stickers. And so it could be fairly, it's definitely not straight. This end is thinner than that, but it's okay. They're junk journal envelopes. And we're gonna angle the edges there. Get rid of these little pieces. Do you all keep your little washi tape pieces? On my other side of my desk, I have, they're all stuck to I have one of those IKEA drawer things, and they've literally been stuck on there for a couple months now, because that's when I first made these. But all those little bits and pieces, they're good to keep. You never know when they're going to come in handy. And then there we go. And then that's so it really, and I could have glued it. I didn't. I feel like this washi tape is fairly new, so it has good sticking power. I think it's probably going to work. But if you wanted to, you could run I probably use glue stick, because I would be afraid, I think, with the art glitter of it kind of getting onto the cellophane there. Okay, so that's our envelope. Look how cute that is. Super cute with our little bunny. Okay, let's see how we're going to decorate it here. Let's pick out. Definitely want to do some florals. Let's see if we're able to put, let's see what size we have here. We have some smaller ones to stick on the front. Let's see what we're working with here. I like that there. Let's do that. We're gonna put this little leaf here. Oh, these are like, I should have brought a little pin over. Now this is gonna give me trouble. Of course. Oh, there we go. Okay. Stick that on there. In fact, maybe we'll put a little bit of glue here. Just to give it some staying power. Let's see, what else do we want to do? I have this little pile of things here. I love using these. I've showed you these on other projects. I think I use these in the doily envelopes. These were like a free printable. I didn't link it last time, did I? I said I was going to. Is it Kathy Holden? Maybe, but if you go into Pinterest and you type in free printable Denison label, something like that, and they come in a whole sheet, and there's a million of them on there, and this is all that I love. I use those all the time, and they're great too because they're thin when you print them out. Let's use this. This is cute. Let's use this little. I kind of like how that looks, and let's see what it looks like when we wrap it around. Oh yeah, that's cute. That is cute. And I think when I did my thumbnail, when I took the photos, I'll show you when I did the photos of the envelopes, I realized that I had wanted to go back and do stamping on the labels. Where are the envelopes? So I think in the thumbnail, it shows like here how I just did the label and I just left it blank. But on these, I went back and just did some stamping on them, which I thought was cute. And realized that I had wanted to do it, but I didn't get around to it. Okay, let's see what else. Do we want to use one of these labels? Where would we do it at? See, that looks kind of cute. Do we like that we have two labels on a side? I kind of don't mind it. Maybe we'll get something decorative up there. Yeah, I kind of don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. In fact, okay, let's look for something kind of cute to stamp on that. I kind of like this little rubber stamp, and then we'll age it up a little bit. It's good to get some numbers on there. Yep, we could do a whole series on that, Lee. A series on that. Being organized, being intentional. Mine are just stuck to, let's see, how am I gonna wrap this around? It's gonna go that way. So let's stamp it this way. Mine are just stuck to that little cabinet that's sitting behind my laptop. My other big problem is I switched my whole desk around so that right now I'm sitting on the short end of the table, but I changed everything around and so that I could sit at the long end and spread out and have more space, but I can't figure out, I need a setup to where I can have my swing arm for my camera, but it doesn't reach like the middle of the table, if that makes sense, where I sit. So that's another issue because yeah, now I have found I'm back to sitting on the short side, and I don't want to keep switching my space back and forth. You know, like when I go to craft, I don't want to, I'm sitting in the other. And then when I come to do, you know, these live tutorials, then I'm having to bring everything over to the small end of the desk. And that is not efficient at all, at all. Let's see, do we want another sticker? Do we want some of these? We have cute mushrooms. Maybe a mushroom would be cute. Let's see, which one do we like? I also have butterflies would be cute. Let's see, do we like any of these? We don't want, well, I don't think I want to use this because it's very similar to that. I think too many numbers on one side. Oh, we have this little kitty. I don't know if we want a kitty with a bunny. Yeah, let's do a mushroom. I'm always up for mushrooms. Let's see, might do that one. Of course, now I'm gonna have to fussy cut it. Well, let's do this one. Let's see if I can fussy cut it here. It's not take too long to do this. So what has everybody else been working and crafting on? I know, Kathy, you've been doing junk journals, right? You know, you've been working on that. Same thing, working on, yeah, organizing and cleaning out. That's a forever thing. I feel like, right? Those of us that craft, it seems like organizing is part of, but I like it. I actually like, sometimes I'll just come in here and I'm like, okay, what am I going to organize today? I have to say, I do like that. I do like that process. It's very satisfying to get your space and your environment working better for you. That makes me happy. It's the simple things in life. Nothing recently. And Angie, you mostly do, I know you do scrapbooking. Remind me, you do, I know you do card making. Are those mostly the two things that you kind of concentrate on? And what have you been doing, Leanne? What have you been up to? Let's see, do we want to be really tedious and come in? Ooh, should we do that? Let's see if I can find it. My little cutter. This might be an epic fail. Do I have them? What is it? Oh, I think it's on the other side of the desk. I'm gonna go grab it. Let's cut out this little, let's be a little detailed here. I'm gonna go grab it on the other side. See, I don't have my things close by. So I'm having to run over there. Let's try to cut out this little with this little pin. Let's see if we can get successful with this. Because it will be cute to see the other decorative papers through it. Oh yeah, that's working. Don't use these a lot, but they do come in handy. Ooh, I think it's working. It's working. Nice. And whoever else is in the chat, let me know what you're working on. Yep. Okay, good. Scrapbooking and card making. That's what I thought your love and your passion is in crafting. Oh, Angie, I have to say too, I love all the Tim Holt, is it Holt? Tim Holt Sounds funny when I just said it. I'm loving all the inks I got from you. Oh my gosh. Vintage Photo is the first one I ever bought, and I had a few others, but I have been really having fun playing around with all those new colors I got from you. Those are awesome. Okay, good. I think that's a little bit better. It's a nice little detail. We'll come through and we'll ink those up. And a lot of those colors, I think what were they? Actually, I have them sitting here. Some blues, and I think there was like marigold, like a lot of colors that I didn't have that I really wanted. So I've been really having fun playing around with those. And thank you again. Those were awesome. And anybody that's tuning in, a lot of our friends here in the chat, Leanne, Crafty Kitty Vintage, Angie's Oddities. Let me know if I missed anybody that's in here. Cindy at Mimi's Treasure Cottage. Oh, Amy, how come I'm missing? I don't know if Amy's still here. I bet she has a channel. So yeah, a lot of people here. Oh, there's Kathy. Hi, Kathy. And Kathy, Picasso Cat, a lot of the friends here in the chat have YouTube channels, and some are active selling vintage, and a lot of the friends here also do crafting, some on their channels, some on what do I want to say? Not sister channels. What do I want to say? They have designated craft channels, like Kathy at Picasso Cat. She just started a channel that's just for her crafting. So make sure you go and you check out their channels. Yeah, so cute. I think that. Do we want something else? Let's see. I feel like we need something else here. I feel like we need something else there. Maybe like a floral. Let's see. Let me look. I have this cool, this is like so this is kind of one of those like organizing and something that looks cute. So I have this little box that I picked up at a, what do I want to say, estate sale. This little kind of oak box, and so I keep a lot of little fussy cuts and things. Let's see, do we want to use a butterfly? That's not too bad. Let's see, the other thing I have, but where are they? The other thing I have, and I don't know what these are. Does anybody, these might be, oh, what am I trying to think? Like you would have attached, these would have gone on, like maybe bottles, like jars. I bet somebody in here knows what these are. I think that's what the original use was for, but I picked these up, I think last year. They were super cheap at like an antique store, and look at how many are in here. Oh yeah, here. Oh, it says right here, Mount Decal. Like I feel like these, I don't know if you can put them on furniture, but for some reason I feel like maybe they were meant for jars. But I think these are really cool. Let's see. Do we like that? Oh, I feel like I kind of like this. I think that's what these were for. But I've just been using them in my paper crafting. Let's see, cut this really quick. Oh, I guess I should put it on camera. Oh, hi, Kathy. I will show you. The inspiration was this cool little vintage box that I rediscovered in one of my cabinets, and I thought it would be great just to keep out on my craft desk, to keep stickers and, you know, little books and bits of ephemera in. And I wanted to come up with something that was kind of cute and decorative because it sits out, and my craft area, of course, is in my living room. So I wanted, let's see, what did I keep it. So what we're making are these little, they're just little envelopes made out of, where are they? Where's all my envelopes? Oh, here. Yeah, just these like junk mail. They're just made out of these junk mail envelopes. We cut it in half. We collaged. We collaged them up, and then I've been using these to hold stickers, and I'm loving them. I can see what stickers are inside. A lot of them I've used a sticker on the outside so that it kind of reminds me what's inside, but they're so easy just to pull them out, see what I have, and then they sit in a little, you can kind of see the back, and they sit in a little wooden box that I keep on my desk. So if you can kind of see there, it's just this little book like box with sections in them, and it's really working well. Really working well. Yeah, and I also have I have all the supply list in the description, and I know it's stuff that you have. I know it's stuff definitely that you have and are crafting with. Oh, Kathy, I love the I might have watched it this morning, your new video out with your journal. So beautiful. Where's my little glue thing here? So gorgeous. I love the style that you craft in. I love that very kind of romantic, what do we call that? Is it like shabby chic? I don't know. I love your aesthetic and your style. Look how cute that is. So there's that little floral, and I think we're pretty good. I'm gonna go in here and let's see. Let's go and ink it up. Let's give ourselves a little inking just to kind of give it more of that vintage feel. Let's see what time. Oh, yeah, it took us a long time, but we've been chatting. We've been enjoying each other's company. So we're like a little bit over an hour. But obviously, if you're not chit-chatting and you're just sitting here, you're just sitting at home or you're sitting in your craft space and working on these, clearly it wouldn't even take an hour to make each one. But we've been enjoying each other and having fun. Okay. Kind of ink that side a little bit. I could have come in and inked some of these other places. Like I probably, if I wasn't talking and distracted, I would have inked that label. But I think this is cute. I'm kind of go in here. How cute is that? I don't know. I feel like I've really been on this envelope kick. In fact, I was thinking of the craft that we might do next Thursday is kind of envelope-ish. So I might try to, I don't know. I might try to detour, but I think it's because I'm such on this organizing journey with organizing my craft space. So I think that, I don't know, maybe that's why I'm into this whole thing with envelopes, right? And so we're gonna fill it with, and we use one of the little washi stickers here on the front, and we're gonna fill it. Let's maybe put this little bunny in the front. How cute is that? We see the little bunny. Ah, cute. See the little bunny poking through. Again, being organized. Our stash can be just as pretty and interesting as the things that we're making with them. Why not, right? Oh, look at this. I didn't see that. I love feathers. I have a affinity for feathers. Whoops, I don't want to cover up the bunny though. Let's get the bunny back in here. How cute is that? Easy. I feel like I'm missing one of my, my phone is buried. Yeah, I felt like I had another one, but maybe I only had the 3. I thought I had made 4. So let's do a little close up of that. So look how cute is that? And I love it. That was very serendipitous that this 2 window envelope came in the mail this morning when I checked the mail, but isn't that cute? So cute. And it's very simple and easy. This is a really good entry level, what do I want to say, craft to kind of figure out your collaging style, right? So it's not only useful to, store stickers or bits of ephemera, but obviously you can use these in junk journals. So it's not just for storage. So here's a little journal. Yeah, you love, yeah. So Kathy's saying, I love tags and envelopes and folders. Yeah, I love making tags too. I guess we kind of gravitate, right? When we like find that thing that we love to make, that's just really satisfying. But look how cute that would be. So you don't have to use this side. Like you wouldn't even need to decorate this side. Grab your envelope. It doesn't even have to be envelope, but why not? They come there. We have like an endless supply that comes in the mail, and most of us are probably throwing it in the recycle bin. So a lot of our work is already done. You could leave it the size it is, or you can resize it like I did, and you don't have to decorate the back. You don't even have to do the washi tape, but how cute is that to be a little pocket? Or you could do like a tuck spot. So the inside could be the pocket. You could glue it in so you have the little tuck spot. Or you can turn it around like that, which is cute. Let's see. Let's find a page that this front, and super decorative. Like that page is probably a little bit busy, but I need to finish this journal. But isn't that cute? That's so cute. So that's it. That's it. I'm going to put it in the little thing. I'm going to turn us around. Let's see here, because I know everybody wants to get with their day. I don't want to keep you guys too long. Let me close that out there. Hi, Marcy. Hello. We missed you. You're kind of coming at the tail end, but I'll show you a really quick thing we made. So this is my box, so you can kind of get a better view. And there's some other things that I want to do. Like I have all these, I've been keeping my like Tim Holt people in here, the paper dolls. So I don't know if I want to make a envelope for them. I was even thinking I might do something and do, what do I want to say, like dividers? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out, but an envelope certainly would work. They're kind of floppy in this back section here. But this was the inspiration, this cool vintage box that I had. And so I came up with the idea to make these little envelopes that kind of fit right in that section, and I'll just keep building. I have 2 more that I want to finish, and then this was the one we did today. And how cute is that to have that out on your craft space? If your craft space is open like mine is, or even if you have your own craft room, why not make your storage pretty? Kind of entices us to sit down and craft, right? Should be. It should look cute. So let's see. Yeah. Very cute with the bunny. Isn't it cute with the little bunny? That's what's so cute, right? You can see your stickers. So you're like, oh, what do I want to use? I'm really excited. I'll probably make this here when I get back. I'm going to make one with this little pack. So that's it. That's it, everybody. Well, I thank everybody that joined today. It feels good to be back. Feels good to be back with everybody. And hopefully I'll get a long run of being on regularly every Thursday. I may have to change it if it doesn't work with the gardener. If the gardener keeps coming early, I can keep this time, but if not, I might need to change it. I don't know if I would go later in the day, maybe change to Wednesday, Tuesdays. And yeah, Tuesdays often aren't good. Mondays, I don't know. Monday, I feel like I have to prep a little bit more on the weekend. And I like to keep my Fridays open because my daughter's off she doesn't have college classes on Friday. So did I paint the pictures? No. So these are, I didn't realize, these I thrifted because practically everything in our home is thrifted. And I picked these up years and years ago at Goodwill. I think it was a Goodwill. And I never find anything good at Goodwill. And they're actually from IKEA. And I looked them up once and they're like $100-something a piece. I think I found them on eBay. So I told my daughter, I said, I mean, they must be like old IKEA, right? I mean, IKEA's been around, how long have they been around? Like the 80s or something? And they're signed. They have like artist signature. I think they're even numbered. I feel like they might be numbered. And yeah, I looked them up on eBay and yeah, I feel like they were like close to $100 for one. So I told my kids, if anything happens to Daddy and I, those aren't like cheapy pictures. Yeah, aren't they great? I love the color. I mean, I kind of do a little juxtaposition of the kind of more modern and vintage because our house is, oh, let me show you guys. Okay, let me see if I can do it. I probably should have done it with the camera. Let's see, because I'm literally picking up my laptop right now. See that? Okay, so the little apothecary, I might find a way for my husband. It's very dark over there, but can you see this little, so this, I was looking for a little bookcase to go here and I have this out in the garage. It was one of those things, I saw it, had to have it for my future craft room that I don't have yet. But it's working well here. So it's like little tiny cubbies. I still need to pull out, but just pulling things out of, so let's see, I have all this is all to the left of me. So this is kind of, it's a cabinet with the bifold doors that have shelves in them. So not all my crafting stuff is there, but quite a bit of it. Sorry if I'm making anybody seasick. So anyway, in our, like, that's like goes to our garage there, that door. But it's helped. I like just to say, okay, I have to make this space work for me and be more efficient because it wasn't. So it's helped just to pull out some of those smalls. In fact, I have a box that has all my like vintage playing cards and stuff, but like my bingo cards are in there. And so, yeah, that's the other thing I want to do today is go through my bin that's out in the garage and pull out all my cool vintage playing cards. I think would go well in there. And yes, carts. Yeah, I have 2 carts. This one I use for crafts, and I used to have 2 that were full of craft supplies, and they used to flank me, so I would have one on each side. And then I was like, oh, that's like kind of too crazy for the space, and it felt too cluttered. So the other one I designated my Etsy shop cart. So things that that I'm getting ready to list in my Etsy shop go onto that cart. And usually it lives on the other side of the living room because that's kind of my photo taking place. It's out in the garage right now, but cart has been really good. And I did a big clean out the last couple months to make it work a little bit better. And I was looking on, I don't know, Amazon or something. I'd like to get some of those cups like that have the hangers that hang over the edge. And I think I'd like to get, I don't know, like 3 3, 4, 5, something like that. And I think that would be great because I can put my glue gun in one, and I think that would be efficient. And I really don't roll it around. It just kind of sits here. But it works well. As long as I don't like make it all cluttered, it works well. So anyway, okay, everybody. Yeah, if you, so I think I know what craft I'm doing for next week. It's always like, okay, what am I going to do? It may be envelope-ish, it may not be. I had these, I'll just do a little, where are they? I had those bunny stickers. If any of you were, or not stickers, these bunny stamps. If any of you were watching when I was on with Helen last Friday. So these are the, look at, they are so adorable, these rubber stamps. And I think I got them on Temu. And I bought them thinking, well, they would be great to make my, what do I want to say? My little gift tags that I make to put on my Etsy purchases. But I don't know, the images weren't stamping well. Part of it was I did vintage book pages as the background, and only a couple of them turned out cute. I wasn't really happy. They're very detailed. I think that was the problem. But I have a little craft in mind. I mean, we are past Easter, but to me, bunnies are still spring. So I think what I'm thinking in my mind will probably be next week's craft. And I think it'll be, I think I'm going to go with, you know, kind of that romantic springtime, you know, kind of shabby chic vibe. But as of now, that's what's in my head. So yeah. Yeah, rolling carts, and they're so inexpensive. It seems like every, you know, IKEA has them, Michael's, you know, Joann's, you can buy them on Amazon super cheap. I think they've become very much cheaper probably than I originally bought mine, but they're great. And to get those little cups, and see, I'm just talking. Everybody's like, okay, Julie, you've been on. So if you're watching this just for the craft, just we're done. We're done. But these are great. These are another thing that I picked up. That one has lint on it. That's interesting. I don't know if these fell. There's like lint. But these are great. I bought, they're clearly not full, but these I hang on one of the rungs. There's a little piece that sticks up. And so these are great too. I can put these, and much better than having them in a drawer or a box or a bag. I can see what I have. So that's a good organization. You have a plastic one? Yeah, but it's not very pretty. Well, you know, the stuff inside, you know, you can make it pretty. Yeah, with the stuff. And you can find like little, this was another thing I picked up a couple weeks ago because I wanted all of my postage stamps were in like a big plastic bin, and I had them sorted by country because I used to make jewelry with them. And so I wanted to be able to like, okay, I want to, you know, stamp from France, or I want, you know, patriotic, or I want love or floral or whatever. So I had them sorted differently, but it wasn't working for crafting. And so I emptied that bin, and then I went through and sorted them. Some are themed, like these are all like birds, but I had bought those to make jewelry, but I pretty much went through and did them by color. So like these are like blues and greens. Working much better because, like, for instance, today we're doing this collage. We might have been, oh, we need a pink stamp or something that has green or blue, right? So it's easier to kind of grab. And this was not very expensive, but I need to use that. But, you know, you can find little containers. I think I picked this up at Joann's. I think I ran in there with my daughter, and I don't know, it was like $3, $4, something like that. So, you know, you could stick little things like that on your cart, or, you know, little vintage planters. You can make something look really cute. Oh, that's so cute. Yes. Spray paint works really good. Works really, really good on plastic. I totally agree, Kathy. And a little skirt would look adorable. Would look really, really cute. Yeah, you could just Velcro it. Bingo, bingo. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna let everybody go because I know you want to take on your day, and I think I'm gonna make another envelope and start working on kind of prepping for next week's. And what do I have coming forward? I actually have I have a couple projects I'm working on. One is like a tag your it kind of project. So I started prepping for that one, and I'll have a video coming out, maybe tagging somebody here, who knows, because it's like kind of a tag your it kind of thing. And I have another one that I'm participating in next month in April. That's with Angela, the traveling crafter. In fact, she was the one that tagged me on the other thing. So that I'm excited about doing, and it's going to be kind of upcycling thing. And I'm sure most of you are already subscribed to Angela's channel, so she'll be putting out some information. I don't want to say too much, but that'll be coming out. So I'm excited about participating in that. And that's it. And thank you everybody for coming today and watching, and makes my heart happy. And if any of you decide to do these envelopes, tag me on Instagram if you post a picture on Instagram, or if you decide to do, you know, a video of your own. I know Leanne did that last time with the doily envelopes, and it's so fun to see how, you know, you take an idea, because we all have things that we all have style, you know, right? We all have our style. We all have bits and pieces that we like to craft with. And of course, we don't all have the same craft supplies. So it's really fun to see how people take that project and interpret it. So yeah, definitely tag me. Yes, thumbs up. If you'll leave a comment, thumbs up. One of my goals for the rest of the year is to get my subscribership up. So I'll be having much more content coming out, and I'm really excited. All right. Love you, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.